Manila, Philippines, Vice President Sara Duterte's Chief of Staff, Undersecretary Zuleika Lopez, was given a last chance to skip the congressional probe into the alleged misuse of public funds in the office of the Vice President OVP. During the hearing of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability on Monday, lawmakers agreed to exclude Lopez from the list of OVP officials who were cited for contempt for not showing up at the inquiry despite summons. Lopez informed the House panel through a letter that she would not be able to attend the hearing due to a medical emergency involving her sick aunt in the United States. The committee acknowledged her excuse for humanitarian reasons. Deputy Speaker David Suarez, who moved to cite 4 OVP officials for contempt, said he agrees with Santa Rosa City Rep. Dan Fernandez's belief that Lopez's presence and testimony would be crucial to the investigation. He said extending some understanding to Lopez would not hurt. Actually, I am also one with the position of Congressman Fernandez, given that the committee has already exercised patience and understanding in these resource persons. I mean, let us not forget, Mr. Chair, that these are public officials, they are required to attend to explain how funds were spent, Suarez said. However, in the same way, Mr. Chair, when I was reading the letter of Addie Zuleika Lopez, the reason for her absence that she mentioned was an appeal of her aunt to accompany her while she was hospitalized in another country. And because we all have families, because of humanitarian reasons, and maybe we can extend a little bit more our understanding, he added. Suarez, however, stressed that the consideration of Lopez's absence would last only until before the next House committee hearing. We can accept the letter of Attorney Zuleika Lopez, but only until our next committee hearing, Mr. Chair. I am a reasonable person, but of course there are limits. But if an individual is facing a reason that she cannot avoid for now, maybe she would no longer have any reason why she would not attend the next hearing, Suarez noted. Fernandez, meanwhile, still questioned the consideration given to Lopez, asking whether she is the only remaining relative of her aunt. As much as I wanted to believe her excuse, no. But I think her aunt that is living in the United States can possibly stand on her own, especially considering the healthcare system of the United States. And the testimony of Ms. Zuleika Lopez is so crucial in this investigation. And if we're going to allow this excuse of her, then other resource persons might follow, Fernandez said. Because I find this document from Lopez funny. Is she the only niece of her aunt? Does she have no other nephew or niece to attend to her, no spouse to send, because we are tackling so many issues about her, and this is a clear evasion, this letter is not justified, he also said. Earlier, Suarez moved to cite for contempt the following OVP officials. Lemuel Ordonio, Assistant Chief of Staff and Chair of the Bids and Awards Committee. Gina Acosta, Special Disbursing Officer. Sunshine Fajardo, former Department of Education DepEd Assistant Secretary. Edward Fajardo, former DepEd official.